is happy to second it. Thank you. Number 11. Far away, gents.
Morning all. Our today report is about the remaining infrastructure from Linwood bus stop project. It's specifically about 56 bus stop shelters that we have received funding to purchase them. And the decision that we need today is our approach about delivery of these shelters. We have came up with a preferred option that first take care of the initial scope of the Linwood project. We make sure that we select every well-used bus stop at the Linwood and eastern suburb. And then we make sure that the rest of the shelters will be also installed at the well-used bus stop in a broader area, those closest to the Linwood and eastern, like north, east, south, east, and central.
Okay, so in a nutshell, we've been given a whole lot of money by Transit New Zealand to purchase shelters, and
yes,
we've got them. We've nearly got them, or getting them. And all we've got to do is give you the green light to put them where you want. And option 1 is what you would like to do.
Yes.
Okay, this is very clear. Is there any questions? Yanni, please.
Thank you. And thank you for bringing the report back. You'll recall that I was at the time concerned that we were building bus stops for 2 people a day. I note that ECAN's also going to a change in the ticketing. I don't know if they're looking at changes to bus routes, but there is a lot of pressure in the east for ECAN to put bus routes back into some communities where they were taken out. So I was just trying to understand, in terms of the shelters that we're putting in, is there anything that we do to ensure that they can be moved if the bus routes change? Like, not so expensive, because in the past when we've tried to move bus stops, when ECAN's changed the routes, we're faced with extraordinary high costs.
Yeah, we through the chair, we can look at that through the detailed design of them in terms of how we install them. Quite often, bus stops are bolted to. You have to put a concrete pad in, and then you just bolt them to the floor. So if we ever need to relocate them in the future, all we need to do is put a new concrete pad in, lift the bus shelter up, and bolt it down in the new location.
Excellent.
Yeah, and then the other question I had was largely agree with the list that you've provided because it's based on the usage, which I think is important. But the one that I just have a question about is the Buckley's Road one. That's the one that's got considerably more people using it. Obviously, the mall's got new owners. Is this the one that's outside the mall that we're looking to do?
Yes.
And are we talking to the mall? Because people in the submissions actually wanted a bus lounge, and I think we had a request for a report back on that.
No, this is not about bus lounges. This is where you want permission where to put them, and you've come up with an extremely good idea to where to put them, and I think it's very good.
Yeah, sorry, I was just trying to understand if there's a risk that we've got another piece of work happening around Eastgate, around a bus lounge, reporting back, and we're going to spend money on
they can move them easily.
And we can move them. So, and that's the other things way down the track. So we've got 2 more questions. We've got Mark and then Aaron.
Thank you. I notice in your report you've got extra options for placing the stops to get more passengers covered. Is there any reason we couldn't select option 2 and get more passengers access to these shelters?
I think that the risk there is that NZTA won't give us the shelters. So initially the agreement was to, they were to give us these shelters as part of the Transport Choices programme, and they were for installation in Linwood in the east. So we've had to go back to NZTA to get their approval to install them in other locations. They're supportive of our option 1, and that's why we've put that as a preferred option. If we were to try and go to one of the other options, it would mean we'd probably have to buy some of the shelters ourselves and spend more of our own money to do so.
Thank you. Great answer.
Interesting. NZTA aren't about serving as many customers as they can. They're just about that location. Thank you.
Thank you. And lastly, Aaron, please.
Yeah, just what type of shelters are they? I couldn't find that in there at the sides, mostly.
The E&I shelters, the ones that we've been installing in last 2 years, you've probably seen them, many of them on the port-to-port that we installed with the all glass walls.
So the glass, is
Yeah.
the glass breakable? Is it those ones?
Now they are toughened glass.
So they're not breakable. So they're not the ones I've seen broken.
Yeah.
So
They're
none of them have been broken.
No, a few of them been smashed and been replaced, but they are toughened glass and like very strong too.
So, but they are breakable.
I'd say most things are breakable, councillor.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, steel's not as breakable. But,
No, but you can still damage it and vandalise it and so on.
right.
The main thing is we've been given the money for them.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, it's great for the grass.
Okay,
Grass
so
recycling. and
moving right along, I'll put this motion. All those in favour? Aye, against? Aaron's noting his. That's carried. Thank you. Thank you, guys. So here we are. Can we come back at 11:15? We'll have a cup of tea. Thank you.